think it's going to suit our cars very well, yes.
That's what I want to ask you. There were a few races this year where the Lotus cars were very dominant,
Yeah.
doing the incredible practice times.
Yeah.
And then there were other tracks and it was different. How is that possible?
It's always like that, you know. Some circuits, the car is suited better than others, you know, and that's quite simple, really. Our car is a very extreme car in one direction, you know. It likes a lot of corners and things like that. And we are struggling a bit when it's very quick straights.
And I think the Zandvoort track is quite fast, so...
No, it's not really. There's quite a lot of corners around. And so I think we'll be okay there.
James, I have the feeling that since the Grand Prix of Britain you're back in form again. It's going well again.
Well, yes, well, I hope so. The car seems to be better now. Goodyear changed the tyres around a bit, and we seem to have been able to get it to suit better to what we've got. And so now it's just a matter of stringing it together and trying to win some races.
You must have had a bad feeling in the first half of the season because many things went wrong.
Well, you know, life's too short to get a bad feeling about it because, you know, it's only important to keep coming back and every race is a new one, always trying to win. But of course I was disappointed. But that happens, you know. We had a lot of troubles. I've only finished 4 races this year up until now, but hopefully I'll finish a few more now between now and the end of the year.
It was all due to the new concept of the car? Or
No, not at all.
No?
Not at all. We didn't have any real. We had a couple of engine failures, which had nothing to do with the new car, and the speed that we had really wasn't a problem with the new car because the M23 wasn't fast either. We were having trouble with the tyres, and that when Goodyear brought out a slightly different tyre, we couldn't make the car suit the tyre. That was our biggest problem.
So now you're going to Zandvoort, and I think you have happy memories to that track because you started your first victory in Zandvoort 2 years ago, and last year you won at Zandvoort. And what do you think of the track?
Well, I like Zandvoort very much, and I also have bad memories of Zandvoort. I had my worst accident there ever. And you know, I just hope that the marshalling there will be a bit quicker than it has been in the past, and that they'll react a bit better.
But you can count on that because that's fully organized at the moment. That will be all right.
Well, I hope so. I very much hope so.
Do you have the feeling that you can still clinch the championship again? Are there any possibilities?
Well, it's going to be very difficult. I think you know, the chances are very small, but while there's life, there's hope. And so long as there's a mathematical possibility, I should be trying as hard as I can. And afterwards, I'll be trying hard just to win the races anyway.
I think 3 or 4 times I should have won races, but unfortunately, problems I just haven't. I've had mechanical problems and other people running into me, which has been too bad.
Do you find a solution for the mechanical problems yet?
Well, I think so. It's unfortunate every time we come to a race, something new happens, something different happens, so we've got to then correct that and then go to the next race and something else happens after that. So it's always a sequence of things that are happening without us expecting them.
The next race is Zandvoort. And last year you had a marvelous fight over there with James. The track, does it have a special attraction for you? You like it?
Yes, I like Zandvoort very much. I've always enjoyed racing there, and again, I think the circuit's going to be very good for our cars. But I thought this circuit was going to be good for our cars too. So maybe we've got to do some work before we go to Zandvoort to get competitive again.
I've had 3 unexplainable blowouts in the last 3 races that really are hurting my chances in a world championship. But again, it's not because we unreasonably are pushing the engines, because the fact remains that in Austria it rained for quite a bit of the time, and the race was wet while I was still in it, so I was using very low revs. So you can't use the engine any easier than that. So like I said, it's not due to the fact that we're stressing them more.
So there's no real explanation?
No real explanation. That's what really bothers me.
But the car is excellent.
The car is fantastic. Yes.
Why it's so good on a track like Zandvoort?
Well, because we're favoring the medium quick circuit. You know, we don't like very, very long straightaways, and it's something we're just going to have to work on a new car. But if we could keep this stability for this type of circuit and still be quick on the long circuits, then maybe we'd really have something.
So here you have to do it in the corners.
Yeah.
No, the Ferrari just in some of the races didn't work at all, and we had to fight to get the car good, and it seems that the last couple of races the car was going pretty well.
So your victory in Hockenheim was a very convincing victory, and it gave you a lot of pleasure too, just because it was in Germany. Was it some kind of revenge for you?
No, you know, to win a race is nice, and to have won the German race after all the problems I had there, first with my accident, after with the people, you know, I liked to win that race.
Niki, in Austria, I was wondering, you had pole position, and then it was a very wet track, and in the first chicane you came first, and then you dropped until 7th place. How is that possible? What is going wrong then?
I dropped back until 10th place.
Of 10th place?
Because the car didn't work at all in these conditions. You know, we had the car set up for the dry, and it was wet, so the car did not work at all. I was always driving on the limit, and then when it dried out, the car came back.
It looks very good for you, this World Championship now.
I don't know, you know, there are 5 more races or 4 more races, so it's not so easy.
How is the car handling now here on this Zandvoort track?
For the moment, not very well, but you know, we're trying to work it out to see if it goes better in the afternoon.
You heard about this time of Mario Andretti in the Lotus?
Unfortunately, yes.